That's the Morrisonville Water District is going to be paying for all the materials that he's using on his own property.
But we're still saving $80,000.
But we don't really know that because we haven't let it out to bid. We haven't had
let it
anyone
out
else.
to bid, but we've got quotes. He
Right.
brought that right to a meeting. He had that in a meeting.
Yeah.
He give us them numbers.
But I mean, like Macy Lane, it went out to bid. We know what it costs, period.
Yeah.
But we didn't do that on Rickson Avenue. Now we're in the middle of a jam up where we don't have any more ARPA money. The ARPA money is being spent on a private development. That's what I'm against.
All right, my second question is the copier thing. Why did I don't understand why you have a resolution when it's a moot point and the contract's already been signed and stuff for it.
And again, that's exactly, it was bought on an emergency basis, basically. And everyone here got a phone call and said, listen, this is what we need something in a hurry because we're without it. And we were told that it was going to take at least 3 weeks to get it in, so we had to order it. So, if I'm right, this actual thing that we voted on tonight was because we had to order it, and then we had to ratify the order after. We were told that if you ordered it now, it's going to be 3 to 5 weeks before it came in. So we said, well, let's order it. We don't have a copier. It was broke. The company that owned it, sold it to us, wouldn't give us a loaner, said they can't fix it, they can't get the parts, it's so old, we can't get the parts. Everybody was called, said, go ahead, order it.
I didn't say go ahead. I never said go ahead.
Let me put it this way, he didn't even have to call us, but he did. He
Like he
called, but anyway, the fact was that we didn't have a copier. Then we without a copier for 2 months. I didn't want to go another 2 months without a copier, or a month and a half without a copier. It was a moot point. We couldn't
Yes.
fix it. The company said, you can't fix it.
Exactly,
It's
it is a
broke,
moot
it's too
point.
old to get parts for it. We won't fix it. And the thing that actually aggravated everybody was, no, we don't have any loaners, we can't give you a loaner. So, we have one little copier that's in a courtroom. Very few people have access to the courtroom. It had to be done. And that's what we voted on tonight.
And if I had a say in that, I would say keep it as a backup machine instead of selling it out to somebody else and then needing it later yourself.
And get $100 for
Well,
it.
and again, if you're,
We can still do that.
it's like having 3 loaders at the highway garage.
Yeah.
Do we need them? Probably not.
Yeah.
Soon as we sell that son of a gun for $5,000 or $10,000, I don't even know what it would sell for.
Well, I have
Then you're gonna
just
say, I wish I
one
had
more
it.
question. Donna, is those tentative budgets, are them available to the public?
They are.
Can I have one?
Actually, you got more than,
I got more than
anyone that
one.
wants a tentative budget.
Grab me one, Dick. Grab me one, Dick.
Just remember, this is a tentative budget.
Yes.
And with a tentative, just so that everybody knows,
One more.
a tentative
Is it on the
budget,
website, Donna?
No, oh no, this has just come out today.
Yes? Yes, sure. Howard?
Sure.
Mary?
Sure.
so everybody knows, a tentative budget basically is a list of
Wish list.
everybody's wish list. Every department head
Thank you.
puts in what they'd like to see for their department. Mary compiles all that, gives it to us, and then it's up to the town board to go through it and say, well, yeah, I agree with
Can't have
this,
a
I don't
lawnmower.
agree with this,
Yeah.
you know, we're not gonna do this, we'll do this. So it's very tentative, but,
Right, yeah, I think everyone understands that.
well, not everybody, believe me.
No?
They think tentative means, oh, well, it's gonna get passed, and
Yeah,
that's not
all right.
necessarily the case. Mrs. Evans?
Yes, you talked, back to the copier. How much does it cost to have that scrubbed? Does anybody know? They're not gonna do that for nothing, are they?
I think they will. They're our new IT company, and one of the big things that I like about them is that their security for the town is huge. Like different things that they have, you know, like they're watching out for us. That's their job, is to watch out.
So they might scrub it for nothing and then
Yes.
you'd be able to sell it or
Yes.
whatever you
Yes.
decide to do with it. Okay.
That's what I'm being told, so I
I have
agree.
one other question. On the public hearings that are coming up next month,
Yep,
you've got 15 minutes for each of the issues. What if they go over?
Then the meeting starts later.
Just the meeting starts later, you're not gonna cut people off or,
No.
okay, all right, that's it. The highway department did fix my shoulder. Just did it right away.
I just was wondering, did you have idea of what the building permit cost would be?
is that?
They tabled that.
Yeah, it's tabled for now, so, but.
I just
we
wasn't
do
sure
have
what
a-
the increase would be, because I know a lot of towns are like $100 and you got the whole year to build and they're renewed every year, kind of like that. I just wasn't sure what ours was. I know it was cheap, it was inexpensive before. I mean,
Howard, would you know,
I didn't
was it
know.
put on the website?
No, not until it's
Here's a
approved.
copy of it.
Oh, I mean the tentative plan for,
No.
no.
Or the current.
Yeah.
The current one is what, it's all like $25 or something?
No, it goes by, right, Howard? It goes by what they're building and what they're doing.
What
It's
the
all
square
different
footage is.
prices.
Square
Yeah.
footage and
Yeah.
basement and everything else on it.
I know a lot of towns are flat rate, $100 and, you know, it's for development, so you think you'd want to encourage people to develop. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I think you almost have to agree that we've got the same rates that we had in 2002. And you know yourself, and I'm not disagreeing with you at all, that we don't want to hinder progress in town and building and growing. But on the same token, it still has to cover the costs, and it's minimal at this point.
Right.
I mean, very minimal.
Like I said, I know a lot of towns are kind of flat rate for, you know, you drill a
This
well,
would
it's
be
this.
basically flat rate, right, Howard?
Yes.
You know, so every job or every project, whatever, and it goes by dollar amount. If I'm correct, right, Howard?
That's right.
How much you're gonna spend is.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So, you know, and it's gonna be the same for everyone. It's not like, you know, and there's flat rates. I know Howard's put a lot of time in this. He's done a lot of research with other towns and comparable towns. And this would put us in line with everybody else. Okay? We do have a list of them though.
I was just curious what the cost would be, that's all.
How about equipment? Why don't we check Vermont? You know, we're getting prices right here in our backyard, but Vermont is cheaper. And they bring it right to you.
Can we do that?
But they also tax a lot higher.
I bought an excavator, I saved $27,000 and they brought it to my dooryard.
Yeah,
The
I
tractor,
really-
I'm just saying, a name brand tractor, what they're talking about, I saved
Yeah,
$1,100
We-
and bought it in Vermont and they brought it to my dooryard.
we'd be tax exempt anyways.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, that's huge money.
Right.
Exactly.
If we're allowed to.
That's all I'm
Second.
saying, in my opinion.
Two-part question for Howard on our famous Birchwood Lane. The first one, the one you already know about, the one I've been complaining about. Well, every one of his properties in that immediate area are all up on a tax roll for overdue payments. Again. And anything, I know it's been in the courts.
He has to have everything cleaned up within a certain amount of time. And I am taking weekly photos of it to see his progress.
That's a better answer than we've been getting, I appreciate that.
Is that what Fort Rabbit is? I don't know what Birchwood is.
No. And then the other one is the one on the corner, before you get to there, with the two pickups that are on the edge of the road that have been there for well over a year. The two cars that are on the other side of it, and I call it a box truck that's been sitting there for well over a year. I believe it's only one vehicle without plates.
Without plates, the vehicle in the back has got plates on it now.
Okay.
The vehicle in the front, the grill and the bumper has been put on and is up for sale. It's got a for sale sign in it. And the other two he's claiming are not his, so I'm telling him to find out.
Well, they're on his property,
On
yeah.
his property. You are correct.
Okay, well, that's a lot better answer. Appreciate it. Especially the one behind her mother-in-law, because she complains about it all the time. She still hears those cats.
Where is that Birchwood Drive?
As soon as you cross the bridge in Wiggletown, first road on the right.
Dead end.
Treadwell Mills.
House of Pine?
House of Pine used to be, correct. Yes,
Be proper now.
I was. Don't you read that sign when you go in that convenience
Mills.
store?
I know what it's
In the convenience store, it says Wiggletown. Wiggletown Walmart.
They have shirts and everything, that's it.
Yeah.
But yes, that's good because I know the cat's been ridiculous back there this summer, the weather.
Meetings.
And I did notice a lot of the stuff has been boarded up. Some of the windows have been boarded up, which you can't, so that's a big thing. All right, appreciate it.
Anything else? Anyone? Okay, next meeting, regular meeting will be on October 24th, which is a Tuesday at 6 p.m. Public hearing at 5:30
So,
and at 5:45. Budget session 10:02 on Monday at 6 p.m. and Tuesday if needed on 10:03.
Well, that's Charlie.
Just so you know, I will be out of town and leaving Tuesday morning on 10:03. We will not have me
Where are you going?
out of town.
Good for you. Hopefully we can get it all done on Monday night. Work session will be on 10/16 at 6 p.m. Everybody get that? You guys are talking, I don't think you heard me. Write it down.
it's in the paper,
Don't keep
right?
us after school.
It's on your paper right here.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions, any other problems, complaints? Adjournment. Motion?
Motion.
Mike, second, Vern,
All in
third?
favor? Yep.
Yep. And,
You're an hour late.
yes, I am.